back to the phone lines. We'll talk to Kenny next, St. Louis, Missouri, KSIV. Hi, Kenny.
Hello?
Hi.
How you doing? Thanks for taking my call. I have a question. Sometimes I listen to a preacher by the name of Paul Washer. I think you might know about Paul Washer. And I was reading some comments that someone made about it. They were saying that he preaches Lordship salvation, and I was trying to find out what exactly is Lordship salvation and what is wrong with it, if there is anything wrong with it.
Well, I think the key difference to emphasize in that intellectual debate concerns whether or not we are alive to God. Are we trusting in the real person of Jesus Christ such that we have confidence in him in every dimension of our real lives? Or are we trusting some arrangement for sin remission? Trusting only his role as guilt remover. Because when you think about it, the biblical text says that Jesus Christ not only died to save us from sin, but he was resurrected to give us life that is life indeed, to give us not just a changed life, but an exchanged life, the life of Christ within. And I think all too often the problem has been that people say a prayer, they feel like they jump through a hoop, they now have an insurance policy, and because of that insurance policy, they're going to go to heaven, and they live as baptized secular humanists. Nothing really changes. As opposed to what ought to happen, we are called to be partakers of the divine nature, which means that we partake of the life of Christ so that we can live a life that is life indeed. The church fathers talked about this as deification, not in the sense that we are going to become the fourth person of the Trinity, but in the sense that we partake of the divine nature. We are living out the Christ life. We are Christ bearers as ambassadors for him, as change agents in the world. So he is Lord of our life, not just an insurance policy to get us into heaven. He is someone who we have intimacy with, and we live a life that we could never live without him, because we are now living by divine energy, uncreated energy, if you will. All his energy, as Paul puts it, which so powerfully works in me.
Okay. So basically, Lordship salvation would not be incorrect, so to speak, if we're trusting Jesus Christ for what he has done, and not just like you said, to take away guilt or just to take away sin, but we're trusting in his work on the cross and his death.
Well, he's living his life through us, and we're intimately connected to the community of faith through baptism and through communion. So that this is not just, again, a prayer and you're in, but it is a life that you're living, not just changed in terms of your life, but exchanged in terms of now having the engrafted life of Christ.